Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another YouTube video and welcome back to another episode of my Planet Coaster 2 series in which I am making my own theme park from scratch. So if you haven't seen the last episode where we make the plaza area and the first flat ride of this park, I would recommend going to check them out before you watch this, as you will have missed a lot if you don't. But yeah, let's get into this next episode, in which we will be finally making our first roller coaster. I know it's taken quite a while to get around to this point, but I think this coaster is worth the wait. It is really nice. It's not going to be, this is going to be like the family coaster of the park. A lot of the others are going to be a bit more thrill. This one's quite relaxed. Slightly, maybe? I'm not entirely sure how to describe it. But anyway, before we get to that point where we make the coaster, make sure to go down to the comments first and let me know what you think that coaster will be. Try and see if you can guess it correct. It will be themed around similar stuff to the flat ride we made in the last episode. I've kind of split the park into 3 different areas, each one having at least one flat ride and at least one coaster, all tied in with the same theming. So yeah, it will be similar theme to the coaster or the flat ride. They're both very good. But as you've just seen me doing right now, I'm currently changing around the path, not for the last time. Yeah, the pathing, it's cool what we've done with it in this game, but it's very confusing. Okay, here we go. You can see me making the coaster right now. I do go back to change it a lot, so what you're seeing now likely isn't going to be the final draft of this coaster either. Expect it to change a lot throughout this episode. I decided to go with the spinning coaster. It doesn't spin too much, but it is quite a lot of spin. It is also a launched coaster, which created a lot of problems for me throughout the making of this coaster, where I wasn't quite able to get the speed to go around the whole track, but I managed to get it sorted out and I managed to get the guests perfectly happy with it. It is a really nice layout by the end of it. And yes, if you haven't guessed by now, it is obviously going to be themed around the Medusa, because that is what I decided to go with for a flat ride. So both of these rides are spinning. If you like spinning, you ain't going to like this part so far. I do go and add a lot of the theming later on after I finish making the coaster, otherwise I have no idea where I want all the pieces to go. I do also make it a double launch coaster. There's another launch part way through, just so I could extend the layout by a little bit. I'm coming back round to meet it back up at the station to finish it off. I do go and edit, mainly the last section now is going to change a bit. But I think the beginning and end of it has now been mostly sorted out. And yeah, here's a quick little POV of the coaster. You can't really see much because it is spinning, but okay, there. I finally changed it. It's not fast, it's not intense, no inversions. Couple of sharp turns. I think the spinning does add a lot to the coaster. But anyway, here we go, back to daytime, and I'm now going to the theming part of this. I decided to go black tracks with green supports, bits with it. I want it to seem like it's lost in a forest and you're being attacked by Medusa. So, green fitted well with the green Medusa pieces in the game. And here we are, using the new elements in this game and the new features to customise the coaster. This is really nice. I just got to add a massive Medusa head onto the front of the ride, and yeah, pretty good. I had like some small pieces, but I didn't really want to do too much with the theming of this coaster, or at least on the train itself. Some of my other ones I make later down the line, I theme a little bit more. Nothing too much. The idea of what it looks like going through the forest areas. I did build this very much tied around the flat ride, like not just in the theming elements of it, but as you can see, I kind of wrapped it around the flat ride and the trees around there, so a lot of the theming comes from that. And yeah, as I said, I'm just constantly going back over it throughout this episode to make minor changes to make it better. I think on the actual layout, this might be my favourite coaster I've made. But on the theming, I think some of the others do slightly trump it. You gotta remember, this is still early on in the game. Like, I've recorded this a lot in advance, so I become a lot better at making coasters since then. So here we go, a little nighttime POV. Looking very good at night time. I did also have some red lights to the left of the car to add a little bit more theming, like with red eyes and Medusa. Looking very nice. Here we go, on to the theming of the station and the entranceway. I will not reveal the name just yet, but I think I do put it in a minute, so you will see when I add it in. Go on, take your guesses at what you think. This coaster will be named. It will be revealed very shortly. Here we go, as I just said the name, now revealed, the Gorgon is the name of my first coaster I made in Planet Coaster 2. There's another name for Medusa. Fits well. And yes, this ride does continue with theming of a flat ride, being sort of like a ruined temple, but Medusa is attacking and you have to try and escape her. So I made the gateway themed around that. There's signage themed around Medusa using different shades of green. I actually really like this sign. I mean, yeah, is this my favourite? I feel like for the station, you know, this might be my favourite in terms of theming. But for the overall ride theming, including station, both of my ones are better, I think. We'll have to wait and find out what they are in a later episode though.